Hey there, New Zealand. That was my birthday cake. It's not my birthday quite yet, but it is Sunday of my birthday weekend. So where I'm going to be working on my birthday today. I had a get together with my family and got some presents. I still got some presents on the way, so which is really cool actually. Uh, that was a cake that my better half got me. Every year she gets me, she themes a cake and gets it for me, and I never know what it's going to be. That's kind of one of the highlights of my birthday. So last year it was a Jason. If you are on my Facebook, you know this. It was kind of a Friday 13th Part 4 Jason Voorhees cover. Basically, it was a mask with the knife through it. Very much like the game too. And then the year before that, there was a TARDIS and a huge TARDIS cake. There was a Superman cake. I've had a lot of different cakes. Anyway, that was this year and it was amazing. What you saw on top there, that popcorn thing, that was actually a cupcake. It was really well done. Anyway, first off, before I get into all that, if you haven't seen my thing on Instagram or Twitter, my pic, then look, you can see in the background there's a new layout, kind of setup to my media room here, and I'm really loving it. Really loving it. Anyway, so I got some of my presents. I got some still on the way. Zavi, they better be on the way. So first off, I'll show a few things that I got, and then I'll talk a little bit about WrestleMania, because not only is this my birthday weekend, this is also WrestleMania weekend, and I have thoughts. First up were a couple ones that my better half got me that I was actually kind of excited about because I really want to add to my collection. And first up was the Westworld Blu-ray. I'm a really big fan of this movie. I always liked this. I used to watch the short-lived series as well back in the day. So it was Beyond Westworld, which is really cool because the pilot to that series is actually on here. So it'd be kind of cool to relive that, see how it stands up. So pretty cool standard Blu-ray, and really looking forward to rewatching this, revisiting this. It's a classic and one that I really enjoy. Crichton does a lot of movies at parks, doesn't he? When it comes to theme parks, they're kind of popular. His Westworld and Jurassic Park, all that stuff. Or his books, anyway. Next up was one that I'd seen the trailer to, and I was watching with my better half, and I guess she knew that it was one that really interested me. So she managed to find me a copy of it and pick it up for me. And that is Late Phases Night of the Lone Wolf. I'd seen the trailer. This actually I'd watched it with her when I was watching like one from Wolf Cop, and this was like kind of next to it. And Lauren had mentioned it, and I'm like, it sounds interesting. So I checked it out, and man, the trailer looked amazing. So she kind of surprised me with this one, and I really want to watch this. Looks like a really great movie. My cousin showed up and gave me, first he gave me $45 in iTunes cards. So I'm thinking it's Rue Morgue magazine is $57 for a subscription, and I'm close, so I may save up and get that because I really do like that magazine. But he also gave me something that's really cool. And that is, he added to my Scream Factory collection because he knows that Scream Factory and Arrow are my two favorite companies, and my better half is adding to my Arrow collection. She actually ordered me, like I mentioned in my last Arrow video, she ordered me 7 of them for my birthday, as well as getting me the Vincent Price Arrow Edgar Allan Poe box set. And I got a Hammer thing too, so when that comes, you guys will see it. But first off, which one do I want to start with first? Okay. I got George Romero's Monkey Shines. I actually do dig this movie a bit. It's different for Romero, and I like Romero moving inside the zombie realm. I actually put a sticker on the back there because I like those stickers. So a lot of features. I'm really surprised actually. Monkey Shines is not something that I thought was going to have a lot of features on it. So you open it up and you see there, but it has a cool like cover, so extra cover, which makes this cool. So you got like kind of cute monkey, sort of psychotically cute monkey. This almost looks like a Dario Argento-esque straight razor wielding monkey. So just some really cool stuff. So it was nice to see a alternative cover on that one. A lot of features. List them out to you. We got an auto counter with George A. Romero. Supposed to be pretty good actually. Experiment in Fear, Making Monkey Shines, a new retrospective that was made. There's an alternate ending, deleted scenes, behind scenes footage. There's a vintage EPK, electronic press kit, and of course there's theatrical trailer and TV spots. So awesome to add that to my collection. He also got me the other George Romero one that came out from Scream Factory, which is The Dark Half, one that I really do kind of dig. Timothy Hutton's in this one, and of course the Stephen King story. A very interesting story. Again, I took the red sticker. Let's just put down there. Again, we got audio commentary with George Romero, so another one of those. Sparrows are flying in. New making a retrospective. We've got a deleted scenes, behind the scenes footage, another vintage EPK, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and original storyboards. So that's pretty cool there. You opened up and you got like scenes from the film. So if you haven't seen this, actually it's not a bad movie. It's kind of decent. I like it. And of course, Michael Rooker in a very kind of a different role for Michael Rooker, not the Murrow role that you're used to seeing him now, or even the Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer role. It's a cop that wants to believe the best in somebody. Next up is the what I consider a classic sequel to Candyman, Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh, which is like, and this one has less features than the two. This is more well known, but this has less features than two Romero movies. It's got an audio commentary with director Bill Condon. It's got new interviews with Tony Todd, Veronica Cartwright, and a theatrical trailer. So not a lot, but interesting stuff nonetheless. So we got the Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh, and we'll look at the yeah, I'm gonna keep the others. Well, it's not a overtly, it's just the eye. So it's good to have that one. Kelly Rowland from the OC actually is a female lead in that one. And one that I really wanted, and this is one my better half would actually watch with me, is a double feature for Blackula and Scream, Blackula Scream. Yeah, I really dug these here. I grew up with a lot of this stuff, and cool blaxploitation stuff. First one's the best. It also stars, one stars in it is Gordon Pinson, who was a friend of my nan's, actually. She's, fortunately, she's not around anymore. But he made the Rowdy Man here. He was a Newfoundlander that did really well in films, and you've probably seen some of the movies that he's done. He was actually in an Oscar-nominated film that was really well. Anyway, so he played he's a Newfoundlander, and he played the chief, I think it was the chief of New York Police. He also played president once, too. So anyway, great movie, William Marshall. Blackula, Scream, Blackula, Scream. Scream, Blackula, Scream has Pam Grier. And the feature was, got audio commentary with film historian David F. Walker, and I hear this is a really, really great audio commentary. Apparently, wrote a book, Reflections on Blaxploitation, Actors and Directors Speak. New interviews with actor Richard Lawson, and theatrical trailer. So I'm not sure if there's a commentary on each film, or this is just a commentary on the first film. But I do know that commentary on this is supposed to be really extraordinarily well done. So it's the Blu-ray right here. And you can see the all kinds of like posters and one-sheets from the Blackula films. I really don't remember Scream, Blackula, Scream really well. I do remember that Pam Grier is in it, and I had a complete crush on Pam Grier, like most people my age did. And I think she turned out to stay completely still as a beautiful woman. And so that's 4 new Scream Factories, bringing my Scream Factory total up to, I think, about 61. So that's kind of cool there. So something none movie, I guess you want to call it. And my mom picked me up this because she knows that I've been getting back into reading a lot and writing. And the job that I have, I can read when I can read in my spare time, my job. But I can't take my iPad or anything like that. So she got me the Kobo Oral. For you stateside people, imagine it's like the Kindle, except here in Canada it gets more books than the Kindle does, because it's Canadian and it hooks up to the library and all this stuff. Anyway, my better half helped my mom pick it out, and she actually loaded on a bunch of books for me that I liked, which was a really cool surprise. So right now, because this up my book, and it's really cool actually. It's got a really nice look to it. It's got a very, you can't tell from here, but it's a nice textured, kind of like, look like, and it's got great, that's Tales from Development Hell. But I want to show you guys, this is e-ink, and this works way better than like reading from your iPad. It's very much like real ink. So you can see the writing there. You can also just flick this down. Let's go again. You can actually turn the brightness up and down on it. So if it was really dark, I could actually turn the brightness up on this and kind of give you how would I say that? You'd be able to read in the dark. So let's look at my books here. I want to show you something that I think is really cool. I was asked by somebody when I was getting this a while back. I said, "How does it do for like comics and stuff like that?" So I decided to grab about a creepy one. Literally creepy. And when I say creepy, I do mean creepy. I mean actually it's creepy. I think Steve Ditko's work on creepy. So here's the artwork. As you can see, it is really, really well done. See if I can get to another page for you. So looking at least the black and white comics on there are pretty incredible. Also, you can play chess, Sudoku, word scramble, stuff like that when you're not reading. But usually I just use it to read stuff. I just got it. That's what I intend on using it for. I love to read in my spare time. I'm a writer, and reading is kind of a big thing for me. So when I'm not like doing this, watching movies or stuff like that, I'm actually I like to read. Especially recently, I've been reading the book Console Wars by Blake Harris about the war between Sega and Nintendo, and basically when Kalinske took over Sega, and he wanted to, and he brought Sonic to the forefront. How Sonic was changed from the original conception. What their thoughts were when they first saw it. So just some really cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to like finishing out that book on my Kobo now, because I was reading on my iPad, which is kind of hard in the eyes. Anyway, Wrestlemania was tonight, and I didn't go in thinking very much. I thought it was going to be a pretty weak card. I didn't know a lot of the matches going in. I knew that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar were going to fight. I wasn't impressed, like with the thought of them fighting. I knew that there was going to be a match with an intercontinental title match. And I didn't think that was going to go. I thought the booking was going to be pretty bad on that, and I was kind of meh on the Bray Wyatt Undertaker match. However, WWE proved me really wrong tonight. I went in with pretty low expectations, and right from the pre-show, there was just some amazing stuff going on. The first match was okay. The tag match, I was not big into those tag teams, so it didn't matter to me. But it was a decent match for what it was. Some good spots in it. The next match, however, was the Andre the Giant Invitational Battle Royal, and this was done really well. It made Ryback's character look really strong. It really advanced some storylines, one in particular, and the winner of the match, I think, really kind of deserved to win it, and it was a nice ending to lead up into WrestleMania. So it was very well done, very cool, and I was glad to see the way everything played out. It didn't matter. It was great to see this person get the win. And when I get into the matches, I'm going to start going into spoilers. So right now, if you haven't watched WrestleMania, I'm going to spoil some things for you. When the matches started, when WrestleMania itself started, they started right out of the gate with the Intercontinental match, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go. It was incredible. I mean, the ladder match was amazing. It's one of those show-stealing ladder matches. It was just everybody did such a great job. I mean, Ambrose did great. Luke Harper, actually, who I don't really think much of, actually did a really decent job in this match. Luke Harper kind of shone in certain parts of this match. I didn't want Luke Harper to win, and I don't really invest into his character that much. For me, it was either Daniel Bryan or or Dean Ambrose. Those are the two guys that I was going for. Dolph Ziggler would have been like a close third of the people that I wanted to win. And I mean, but everybody was on their A game here. Uh, I can't say there was a bad person in the match. Like there was no weak spot. There was no weak point in this person in this match, and they really did a good job of like utilizing the ladders. I've even used like smaller ladders, kind of like comical. Um, but it was brutal when Harper put Ambrose through the ladders outside the ring. That was just a brutal spot. Really well done. There's a few of these really great spots. And Barrett did a great job in this as well. Everybody was made to look really strong, so that when the winner of the match, you guys, should I say the winners of the match? Again, should I say the winners of the match or should I not?
Probably not this early. Although if you're reviewing it, just put spoiler in there.
Spoiler. Okay. When Daniel Bryan won the match, it's a really feel-good moment. And that top of the ladder spot between him and Ziggler at the end, just headbutt was crazily, insanely well done. Later on, it would really pay off too, as Daniel Bryan would be congratulated by Intercontinental Champion after Intercontinental Champion after Intercontinental Champion. I mean legends. I mean guys like Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Roddy Piper. There was just a ton of people that came out during that segment. It was really well done. The next match up was, what was the next match up? We had the ladder match first. Yeah. And then we went into the, because it was a good match too.
Who was in the ladder match?
Ladder match was first.
After you had the...
Because it was those two guys. Oh, I'm blanking on me.
Well, the Money in the Bank.
There's no Money in the Bank match in the WrestleMania anymore.
No. The guy who has it.
Oh, Seth Rollins. Yeah, that was that the next one? Seth Rollins fought. I'm blanking on that, right? But Seth Rollins fought.
I think you better just look at your notes.
Yeah, I gotta look at my notes. So, anyway, we're gonna get to WrestleMania. Seth Rollins fought well. But who did he fight? Well, not John Cena. All right. Let's bring this up. The matches. So, I gotta go to this because I'm going to Machichi because it's been a while and it's kind of late and I want to get this done. So, Randy Orton. I completely forgot that. Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, probably because it glitched out for a minute during the match, and that kind of frustrated me. But really good match, a lot of good back and forth. Seth Rollins, really strong. I was disappointed that Seth Rollins didn't win the match. Randy Orton looked really good in the match as well, and Seth Rollins was really strong. So both people came out of the match looking really good. But at this point, I was kind of disappointed because I thought, this is kind of more Seth Rollins' time to shine than is Randy Orton. So, I didn't. And then Triple H came out, and this is where I got kind of pissed. Triple H defeated Sting, and I thought Sting should have won. And I still think Sting should have won. It was a real ego thing for Trips to do, but we all expected that. However, we got to see DX come out, actual all DX, everybody. Then we got to see NWO come out. We got an appearance by Shawn Michaels and Mr. WrestleMania. And at the end of the day, Sting lost, but Trips shook his hand. And there was kind of like a moment of like respect, but it was great to see all these people in there. It was a really good match too, I gotta say. However, I have to say this right now: Triple H's Terminator entrance was hilariously bad. It was horrible. We just couldn't believe it was happening. It was like a huge train wreck. You just kept watching and watching. Here's the thing: this arena that they used, Levi Arena, would look great except for one thing. These outdoor WrestleManias just aren't as well done. You don't have the it's not yeah so later on when there be another match with Bray Wyatt, his entrance, which should be kind of like come off creepy and atmospheric, came off as being one of the most hilarious things we've ever seen, next to that Triple H thing, which what the hell. Arnold Schwarzenegger actually had taped a promo for the Triple H thing where he basically says it's time to play the game. AJ Lee and Paige defeated the Bella Twins, and actually defeated one of the Bella Twins because the other Bella Twin didn't fight. But AJ Lee and Paige did awesome, and AJ, of course, and Paige are two of the big, sex symbols of the WWE. So you knew that was going to happen. Bella Twins are, the hot, mean girl type characters. But I'm a big fan of AJ Lee and of Paige. So seeing them win was good. And AJ Lee is probably one of the best wrestlers that I find in the ring there. She just she has something. She has it. She's got the it factor. John Cena and Rusev fought in a really decent match. I really liked it. There's a couple like odd things there. I kind of see Lana's character turning, and which would be great because she is probably the most beautiful girl that they have on their wrestling show right now. And but again, John Cena brought it home to beat Rusev. And you know what? This time, people can't say John Cena did like the 5 moves of of doom type of thing. John Cena really pulled it out this time and did some really different, unique moves that I haven't seen John Cena do or haven't seen him do in a long, long time. So there's some really different stuff there, and it wasn't the normal John Cena match that you would see. Love the way it was done. Rusev came off really strong in the match. So nobody went out of this as a loser. This is the thing. They booked these matches really well during this WrestleMania. There were everybody came out looking fairly strong. You could see like a million different ways it could go with these things. Rusev, the Lana thing was kind of teased that he left her basically. Her foot was hurt and he just left her. So there's a lot of different storylines that could be brought out of it. Next up was what I would consider the worst match of the night. It wasn't a bad match. It was a good match. And my better half kept bemoaning the fact that this wasn't the match that he lost in. That this should have been the match where he kind of handed over the reins, basically. Or Undertaker lost last year in a very controversial match against Brock Lesnar. Do I think he should have lost? No, I think it was bad booking. Really bad booking. And sometimes I don't think the W get it. But this year he fought Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt is pretty much the new supernaturalist character, the kind of like the creepy guy, and he does a great job in the role that he does. He's kind of like the new Undertaker type character. That's what he is. He's not, it's not the same character. It's not fair to just like to say it like that, but that's pretty much the kind of character role that he's got. He's like the new creepy supernatural character. So it would have made sense for Bray Wyatt to win if Undertaker hadn't lost last year. And like for Bray Wyatt to do is like kind of his Sister Abigail kiss of death move, and we would have seen the progression of Bray Wyatt's character, the Undertaker, basically handing down the Dark Throne, if you want so to say. But that's not the way it happened, and so this match was pretty much a given. Undertaker had to win this match. He had to save face from last year's match, and just show that this was not the way for Undertaker to go out. He was not going to lose 2 matches in a row. Bray Wyatt did a great job in the match, though I think the match was kind of slow, and there were times it was the only match where I kind of shifted a bit in my seat and didn't really give that much care to the match, but it was decent. Next up was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I didn't expect a lot from this match, as you guys know from when I first started. But it started out as the normal beatdown, but Roman Reigns got in a lot of really good punches, and this was brutal. I mean, Brock Lesnar was bleeding like crazy. He got some nice shots in there. It was like he got some real shots in there, and the match was very physical, very well done. My prediction going into this was that basically Roman Reigns was going to somehow pull off the win, and then Seth Rollins would come out and do the briefcase thing after Roman Reigns was like really exhausted and win like that. It didn't go like that. What happened was after a brutal, very physical match, Seth Rollins ran in and made it a triple threat match. We got to see some curb stomps. We got to see some more moves, some action. At the end of the day, Seth Rollins came out the champion, looking, leaving Brock Lesnar's his strength looking intact because he didn't out and out lose. So that also keeps Undertaker looking strong from last year's loss to Brock Lesnar. We got to see the strength and the tenacity and we got to see Roman Reigns really rise to the occasion, and we got to see Seth Rollins become even more of a better heel character and pull off the pretty much the heel for the next generation, the future's now type of thing, which they've been pushing, and everything that they've been doing up to this point that I thought was pretty crappy and didn't really agree with or dig. All of it came to play here, and it came to play well. So I gotta say, I was really, really extremely impressed. This is probably one of the best WrestleManias I've seen in a long time, and it's on my birthday weekend, so that makes it even better. Again, so a bunch of things I got. Well, 4 Screen Factories. I got Westworld on Blu-ray finally. Finally I'm going to get see Late Phases, which I really want to see. I have my Kobo Aura, and I cannot wait to start reading some stuff on this. I actually got a 75% off coupon for my first book, and I'm looking at maybe an Adam Rockoff book or something like that. And I got $45 in iTunes gift cards, which is probably going to go towards a subscription of some kind because I love my magazine subscriptions. But there we go, guys. That's my birthday stuff for now. More stuff on the way, so look forward to the continuation of this birthday haul in a future video when they finally come. You're going to see some Arrow parts of the birthday haul. You're going to see a Hammer horror part of this birthday haul. You're going to see an awesome box set part of this birthday haul. So thanks for watching, guys. Have an amazing night. Hope you guys enjoyed WrestleMania like I did. And as you can see, the giant lobster head has been retired to another part of the house, and I kind of miss him. You can say hi to all the new little creatures of the night that I have up there guarding my collection. I hope you guys can see here like the way I've got it done. I've got the Screen Factories put all along there in the first row. The next row, you got all my arrows going right along to the next side. Then you see my Criterions, which always go along there. You got all my Doctor Who's. A lot of those are real autographed. Then we get into my box sets, and underneath that, which you probably can't see, but things like right there, you can't see that. All right, yeah, my Better Half Disney Treasure collections there. Some are Blu-rays, but overall, we spent like hours doing this up last night, and I'm extremely proud of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. For me, it's been an awesome night, and thank you to my better half who made my night amazing. She really put together the party, and it was incredible. My family was here. My mom was here. Her boyfriend was here. And my cousin came over. My kids were here. I just got to hang out a bit. I ate cake, I had pizza, garlic fingers. Oh my God, so much food. And for the one day a year, I get to eat potato chips now because I don't do the stuff. So I'll be eating a lot healthier over the next few days after because I put this chemical into my body, which I don't put into my body very much anymore. And doing so has made me, I don't know, you probably can't tell on here, I guess, but I slimmed down a bit, less pudgy, and I've been able to enjoy working out a lot more, and that's a good thing. So you just getting older, you got to take care of yourself a lot better. I am getting older. This year was a big birthday for me. Not as big as next year's. So next year's going to be like, I'm hitting one of those. We can hit the 5. Not 50. No, not there yet. No, not close to that yet. But next year I'll be. Should I say on here? Why not? Like next year I'm going to be 45, and I think I look good for 44. But I do. I look good for 40. Damn it, I'm going to say it. I look good for 44. I know someone trolled in. It's going to say something like a lame ass comment, and I'll just delete it because that's what they do, and that's what I do. But I'm blessed and lucky to have a fantastic family that loves me, and a better half that I sometimes don't feel like I deserve. She's an amazing woman, and she pulls off some amazing stuff. So, guys, fingers crossed. Next week I'll have even more kind of cool stuff to show you and talk about. You guys are having a great weekend, or had a great weekend. Heading back to work tomorrow. I cannot wait to do that, and just hopefully my friends will be back at work because they were sick this week. But here we go. I'm gonna go now, make a cup of tea, probably go to bed soon, and turn on my Kobo, turn the light up a little bit so I can read it while so I not bother my better half in bed. Listen to a podcast and just chill. Have a great night, guys. For me right now, it's time for tea. For my better half, it's time for her to just relax a bit because she's done a lot this weekend. And thank you, everybody that's watched. I'm closing in on 700 subscribers, and not a lot for most people, but for me, it's pretty cool. It'll be nice if I can hit that round number. And thank you, everybody. And I haven't been commenting as much or getting back as much as I want to because I've been working, and this weekend has been pretty much taken up with, like, well, it's the birthday. So I'm going to try and take a night and just read through all the comments. Basically, I read through them, but I don't get to respond to them. Just respond to all the comments because I really appreciate everything that everybody said and wrote on here and on Facebook, and on, of course, on Twitter as well. So have a great night, guys. And for me right now, it's time for tea.